I'm gonna be honest with you. If you grew up with a Nintendo Game Boy SP, this is gonna bring a lot of memories. And it's gonna hit you right in the nostalgia. What if I told you that this little clamshell can play tons of games, tons of consoles, and it costs less than a controller nowadays? So is the Anbernic RG34XXSP worth your money, or is it just a nostalgia bait? Let's find out. The RG34XXSP is Anbernic's new take on the Game Boy SP that we all remember. But instead of cartridges, it's made for emulation. It has a 3.4-inch IPS display, 720 by 480, and it has a quad-core H700 CPU. Also, it has Linux-based OS, dual analog sticks, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, HDMI output, USB-C charging, and dual micro SD slots. Translation: it's small, pocketable, and powerful enough to play your retro systems, or at least some of them. The first thing you'll notice is the clamshell design, just like the SP back in the day. This is a great advantage when you want to take your SP or your now Anbernic console everywhere you go. Since it's a clamshell, it'll protect your screen all the time and you don't need any extra cases. Heck, not even a screen protector. Well, if you want to get one, you can, but it's not necessary with this design. Here's the glow up, the IPS screen. This is miles better than the Game Boy SP was. It's brighter, sharper, and it has better viewing angles. The speakers are not that bad, actually. I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds pretty good for such a small console. And it only has one speaker right here in the middle, but it sounds pretty good. I mean, it's enough. It's more than enough. You have a proper D-pad. You have joysticks, 2. You have also shoulder buttons, 2, and you have your regular face buttons, right? So it's pretty cool. I like the way it is built, and also it feels very good quality. Like, the buttons doesn't feel clicky, they feel really good. You can play a lot of games with this and feel comfortable. The joysticks are good. I wouldn't say are the best in the market, but they are pretty good and they work for what it is. I wouldn't go for a lot of hours gaming on this joysticks, but you know, you can if you want to. And yeah, it runs PS1, which is pretty cool. I'll talk about that a little later. For 2D games, it's really good, and for 3D games, the joystick really help. They really make a difference. Alright, so here's the big question. What can this thing play? So it plays NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, Game Gear, PlayStation 1, and it runs pretty solid, and Nintendo DS, which is a little tricky since, you know, the Nintendo DS has 2 screens. This one's only 1, and yeah, you can play some games, but it's not the best way to play them. And then you have some Nintendo 64, which I'll show you here. You can see how the Mario face is glitching a little bit. That's because the Nintendo 64 has some issues with this console. It doesn't run that well, and it's not the best way to play Nintendo 64 because of its capabilities. Now, that's fine. You can test and see what games run better than others, since some of them really run better than others. If you want the best way to play Nintendo 64, I don't think this is it. Now, this is not a GameCube or a PSP machine, but for everything up to PS1, it performs really well. It's perfect for Pokemon, Mega Man, Castlevania, and all the other classics that people love. So pretty much it has a better screen, it has better system, better hardware, and better software than the original Game Boy SP. The only thing is that it doesn't have a cartridge slot, so you won't be able to play any physical games. If you're a collector, the Game Boy SP, it'll win for you. If you're not a collector and you're interested in emulation, this is definitely going to win for you. And it's not perfect, the screen is not big, but it has really good colors. The OS that comes with it is kind of basic, but you can modify it if you like. And it's not for high-end emulation. Not at all. But this device is not trying to be a high-end emulator. It's not trying to be a Steam Deck or anything like that. It's just trying to be that retro Game Boy SP for you, where you can play all Game Boy Color games like you used to back in the day. So it's worth it if that's what you're looking for. So yeah, that's pretty much what my fiance was looking for. She was just looking to play some Game Boy SP games like Sims 2, Sims Pets, Lizzie McGuire, and other games that she used to play when she was growing up. So this is perfect for that, and it plays a lot more games than that. So she can play up to PS1, which is great. So yeah, it's more than enough for her. The price is not bad. I got this one for $80. You can find them cheaper online, but if you buy them directly with them, you'll have to pay shipping, and that's a little pricey. So I just went with the Amazon version, which is like $80. But that's already counting the tax, the shipping, and all that. So you should be good. The Amazon delivery was fast, and it came with a charger, it came with an SD card, and great. It came with its own box, and it looks really good. I mean, no complaints. For that price, this device punches way above its weight. So yeah, if you want a nostalgia machine that'll fit in your pocket, this is great. Especially if you want to play older games, really retro games below the PlayStation 1, this is totally fine. And it works great, it has a really good price, and it really plays everything, almost everything, retro. And it comes with an HDMI out, so that's pretty cool since you can connect it directly to your TV and then you can play it with your friends there. That's pretty awesome for such a small device. I also like that it has an USB-C, which makes everything easier nowadays since, you know, everyone's trying to use USB-C cables, and that's pretty universal now. Of course, it comes with a jack, with a headphone jack. So yeah, they didn't forget about that part, which is great because I love using my wired headphones or my wired earbuds when I want to play quietly in a plane, or when I want to play in a train or the bus, or when I want to just play quietly at home. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty nostalgic. It comes in different colors as well. There's a yellow one, there's a black one, and there's this one right here, the indigo. I like this one because it looks like the GameCube colors. And yeah, I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man on PlayStation 1. That was cool back in the day. That was one of my favorite games. My fiance has been playing a lot of Sims Pets, and she liked it a lot, so I think mission accomplished on getting her a Game Boy SP updated version. Also tried Crash Nitro Kart, which was pretty good because that brought a lot of memories. I installed Gran Turismo. You can see it right here. That's Gran Turismo. Harvest Moon, I installed it. I haven't played it yet. Resident Evil, I haven't played it, but that's a classic. What else? I got Bugs Bunny and Taz. I don't know if you guys played that game, but that was one of my favorite games ever. Along with Lost in Time, which is another Bugs Bunny game. I love that game. It was a lot of fun. Dino Crisis 2, that's another classic. Yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun playing PlayStation 1 games that, you know, brought a lot of nostalgia to my life again. For Nintendo 64, even though it doesn't play as well, Nintendo 64 can run GoldenEye 007, which, you know, it's a classic. I got Harvest Moon 64, Mario Kart 64, which has some glitching. I got Pokemon Stadium 2, South Park Rally, Super Mario, and then Super Smash Bros, which has a lot of glitching too, which is a shame. I love that game. And of course, I got the Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, and Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. It's a great emulator, and it plays a lot of consoles, especially if you want to play Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy SP, and all that. That's really awesome. And yeah, I mean, the OS is really simple to use as well. I feel like it has a lot of simplicity, I would say. It lets you just pretty much turn it on. It came with an SD card that had games installed, which was a plus. I didn't know it was gonna come with games installed already, but that was really cool, simple to use. You can always modify it, but I mean, it's really simple and it will work. So I'll just leave it as I'll just leave it as it is. Oh yeah, you can play a lot of arcade games too, which is cool. And then ports, You can check how people ported some games here. There's Quake. Yep, they ported that game. They ported Wolfenstein 3D. I think they ported Doom. Well, they always port Doom anywhere. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I've been having a lot of fun with this. It's cool. It's really cool, and it's such a small console that really surprised me with its power. I can just do this and take it wherever I want. So for me, the RG34XXSP is worth it. It depends on what you want to do though. Especially if you want the clamshell design, this is good. It's not perfect, again, it's not perfect at all, but it's fun, and that's all that matters, right? So yeah, just drop a comment, let me know what you think about the Anbernic 30, God lord, this name is such a freaking tongue twister. So yeah, let me know what you think about the Anbernic RG34XXSP. Let me know if you have one, let me know if you're thinking about getting one, and yeah, let me know what you think. Share with your friends, comment and like, and definitely subscribe. Cool, I'll see you in the next one.